Newton's second law of motion. Before explaining the second law, let's study about an important characteristic of a moving object. Let's consider a few situations and observations from our everyday life. Consider a lightweight vehicle, a bicycle, and a heavy vehicle, maybe a car. Both are coming with the same speed. To stop which of these two, we require more force? Of course, greater force is required to stop the car than the cycle. If we take another situation, if you are hit by a football, you will feel more pain than hit by a tennis ball. Why is it so? Try to stop a cricket ball which comes with a greater speed, and try to stop the same ball which comes with low speed. Which one is easy? It is easier to stop a slow ball than a fast ball of the same size. Or more force is required to stop an object which is moving with more velocity. A bullet fired by a gun can easily pierce human tissue before it stops, resulting in casualty. The same bullet fired with moderate speed will not cause much damage. What is the reason for these observations? This is because the effectiveness of motion of an object, or effectiveness of a moving object, the effect that a moving object can cause. We know that to stop a heavy object we require more force, or a heavy object which is in motion can cause more injury than a light object. Also, it is easy to stop an object which is slow, but more force is required to stop a fast moving object. Even a small object, say a bullet, which is shot with greater velocity can pierce human body. From these examples, we can conclude that the effectiveness of a moving object depends upon its mass and velocity. The effectiveness of a moving object depends upon two factors. One is its mass and the other is velocity. Here we will use a new term or physical quantity which is called momentum. It is the characteristic of an object in motion. The property is called momentum, indicated by the small letter P. This term was used by Sir Isaac Newton. What is momentum? Momentum is a characteristic of moving objects which shows its effectiveness. It is the quantity of motion possessed by an object. Momentum is defined as the product of mass and velocity of an object. Or we can write that P is equal to mv. P represents the momentum, m is the mass and v is the velocity. Momentum is a vector quantity. What is meant by a vector quantity? You know that it has both magnitude and direction. The momentum direction of momentum is same as that of the direction of velocity. What is the SI unit of momentum? SI unit of momentum is kilogram meter per second. You know that SI unit of mass is kilogram and that of velocity is meter per second. So the unit of momentum is kilogram meter per second. In CGS system, the unit is gram centimeter per second. Momentum increases with increase in mass and velocity. A fast moving object causes more injury as it has more momentum. A heavy object has more momentum than a light object which moves with the same velocity. Because of momentum, a cricket ball thrown by a bowler may hurt the batsman. Momentum helps us to explain the impact of collision of vehicles. Greater the momentum of objects, greater will be the impact that is caused by it on another object. When we apply force on a moving object, its momentum changes. So force and momentum are related. Force produces a change in momentum. Change of momentum of an object is not only determined by magnitude of the force, but also by the time during which the force is exerted. The relation between force and momentum is stated in Newton's second law of motion. Newton's second law of motion states that the rate of change of momentum of an object is proportional to the applied unbalanced force and takes place in the direction of the force. The rate of change of momentum of an object is proportional to the applied unbalanced force and it takes place in the direction of the force. Let an object of mass m is moving along a straight line with an initial velocity u and final velocity v in time t. What is the initial momentum? Initial momentum p1 is equal to mass into initial velocity. We can write p1 is equal to mu. Final momentum p2 is equal to mass into final velocity. p2 is equal to mv. Let's find out the change in momentum delta p. Change in momentum is equal to p2 minus p1. Final momentum minus initial momentum, that is equal to mv minus mu. What is the rate of change of momentum? Rate of change of momentum is change in momentum per time or delta p upon t. It is equal to mv minus mu upon t. We can write it as m into v minus u upon t. We learned that v minus u upon t is acceleration a. Therefore, we can write rate of change of momentum delta p upon t is equal to mass into acceleration. Rate of change of momentum is ma. According to Newton's second law of motion, rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the applied force. Or we can say that force is proportional to the rate of change of momentum. Let us represent the law mathematically. Force F is proportional to rate of change of momentum, that is delta p upon t. Delta p upon t or rate of change of momentum is equal to ma. We have already calculated that rate of change of momentum is equal to ma. Therefore, we can write F is proportional to ma. F, or applied force, is proportional to ma. F is proportional to ma. To convert the sign of proportionality into equality, we can multiply with a constant k, or we can write F is equal to k times ma. Here k is a constant of proportionality. The unit of force is so chosen that the value of the constant k becomes 1, or we can write 1 unit force is equal to k times 1 kg times 1 meter per second square. That is, 1 unit force is defined as the force that causes an acceleration of 1 meter per second square in an object of 1 kg mass. Then we can write that F is equal to ma. When the value of k becomes 1, we can write the equation as F is equal to ma. That is, force is equal to mass into acceleration. The SI unit of force is kilogram meter per second square. The SI unit of mass is kilogram and that of acceleration is meter per second square. So, the SI unit of force is kilogram meter per second square or Newton. It can be represented by the capital letter N. In CGS system, the unit is gram centimeter per second square or Dyne. First law gave us the definition of force. Force is that which changes the velocity of an object. Second law gives us the equation to calculate force. F, or force, is equal to ma, mass into acceleration.